Hello, this is Dr. Jason Fleischer, Inner Eye Chiropractic. I'm going to talk to you today briefly about what's called the safety pin cycle of chiropractic. Okay, so this is the safety pin, and we know, you have the top of it, it comes down, you got the bottom, and the enclosed circuit is closed right here. All right, so as that pertains to our body, this is representing the brain. This part is representing the body, all right? And then what it is our brain generates signals with information attached, and it comes down, all right? And it goes through our spinal cord and out to all the different cells, organs, and systems of our body, okay? With ideally 100% of the power, the energy, and 100% of the correct information. And if you've ever been in kindergarten and you played that game, I think it's called telephone, where you start with a line of people and you say something into the guy's ear, and then he says something to the guy next to him, and you get it at the end, and it's always something weird, right? It's always off. So that shows interference in the system, right? At some point, someone misheard and mistold the next guy, and then it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So the same, the same principle, right, applies. So when our brain, we get a perfect message up here. It's called innate intelligence, inborn intelligence. It's the same intelligence that took us from 2 cells and created us into what you see today. All right, so it created us. It's more than capable of maintaining us in existence and healing stuff. Because if we get a cut on our arm, if we don't touch it, that cut will heal itself. Okay. Now, I know there's going to be people who say, "Well, it could get infected." Sure, it could. Sure it could. But we've all seen it heal itself. Okay. So that stands with internal stuff too. I mean, it can heal itself if we're not in a horrible environment or actually working against that intelligence. So getting back to it, starts here with the brain, that comes down to our body, and then down here at the body or the cells, they will give information to the brain about the current circumstances down here, like what's going on, what it needs more of, what it needs to do, what it thinks it needs to do, and it'll send it back up to the brain to get deciphered, right? The brain will say, all right, well, I think you need this based on this information you gave me, and it'll generate it and send it back down again. If we have 100% communication, we should have, in a closed system, right, 100% function. Sounds good. That's what we want, right? But in our world today, through physical, mental, and chemical stresses that we're unable to deal with appropriately, what ends up happening, all right, there's a gap in that. So there's some distortion. What happens is a bone will get slightly out of place, right? Muscles pull tight, get some inflammation, and it will alter that signal, either a little bit or a lot, but even a little bit. So say the message is going to your pancreas, and your pancreas is only functioning at 90% capacity. It's saying the blood sugar is this much, it needs this much insulin, and the brain's saying, no, you got this, and it's altering it, so we're going to have a dysfunction. Make sense? All right? So this represents a bone out of place putting pressure on the nerves, chiropractically. So that's not good. That's just like, during that line of the telephone game, someone is saying the wrong thing. And it's never going to get right at the end until you say the right thing the whole way through. Have a good continuous line of communication without interference. So chiropractic looks to come in and fix that, boom, and connect that, right? Remove the interference to that system so that perfect communication can keep going. So yes, it's good for neck pain, back pain, headaches, stuff like that. But that's because we're looking to restore that perfect communication. And with perfect communication, you can get optimal function.